So my name's Dr. Alexandra Davies. I am the practice owner and principal dentist here at Whitland Dental Care.
So Rhydian Davies, so practice manager at Whitland Dental Care.
So we are a family-run, independently owned, small dental practice in a rural area in South Wales. In a previous practice as an associate, I had seen iTeam and iLearn, and I'd used iLearn for CPD, which a lot of dentists do. And I knew that my husband, who's the practice owner, was very interested in having an all-encompassing software to be able to manage, because that's something that they use in the military, and he found it very efficient and effective.
So we went to the dental conference up in Birmingham, met Agilio team themselves. They were fantastic. We obviously walked around, had a look at other places, and then Alex was like, no, Agilio, this side of Agilio, she wanted the compliance and the iLearn. So I said to them, look, do you do a diary? And they were like, yeah, we have a diary for man management and all the tasks and all that stuff. And I was like, sold, because everything's on one platform. I was like, it's easy to use then, so that the users themselves, they only need one login. They can go into different platforms on the same site and then go in and out as they please.
So for me personally, I really enjoy being a dentist in the surgery with the patients and the nurse. So I wanted to take the headache out of compliance, but not lose focus or forget about it and then panic when the inspection comes. I wanted it to be something that's running along nicely and we're managing it, but in bite-sized amounts rather than an Everest 2 months before the inspection.
So again, we looked at the HR side really. So obviously, because I was management, I need to make sure who's on what shift and then what tasks were going on. And they told us about all the tasks, daily tasks in surgery. And they showed us that we could actually use an iPad and take away the paperwork. So it was fantastic to be able to move away and get a bit more green with using the iPad and stuff.
So this was my first inspection as a practice owner, but I have been around as an associate when other practices have had inspections, and we were only given 8 days notice due to a cancellation. So I was quietly optimistic. My goal was that we didn't get any immediate assurances, but because we have used, in my opinion, all of the aspects of Agilio to its highest potential, we exceeded our own expectations and we got a really nice result.
Well, with me being outside the field, it was my first ever inspection, so I didn't really know what I was going to be going forward into. We stepped into it going, look, as long as we tried to do everything we could on iComply, then we thought we were in the best stead we could be. We couldn't be in any better stead. But sitting there during the day, I pretty much ran the whole inspection on myself with them, because everything was on my laptop. They had instant access to every single document they needed, apart from the dentist side of stuff. So all the compliance and all that side of stuff they had with myself. And they sat there with me, and by the time the dentist came up to do her side, they were like, yeah, we're pretty much finished.
So I think breaking up all of the aspects of compliance into monthly tasks, which had a theme. So 1 month you might have everything to do with infection control. Another month you might have all of the emergency drugs and the different aspects in relation to that, the training of the staff, CPR, all of these different things. There's a common theme. So the person who is overseeing all of it, either myself and the practice manager, we're wholly focused on that for the month. And then we move on to the next thing, but you still don't forget about it. Everything else that's gone past, you're always looking back, editing things, working as a team together. So I think just having a set program to keep us on track, and then you can actually see on the dashboard, the little circle is 92% complete. It kind of spurs you on, almost like a challenge to do it, not see it as a burden and a bore.
So it's eased the burden, basically. So there's now everything's in one platform. You're not got a massive filing cabinet full of forms, which is difficult to find when they ask you the questions. You've then got a bite-sized chunks of all the compliance you're supposed to be doing as well. So it's nice to see how that builds through the year. So massively. So having the iPad for the girls to be able to just tick through the boxes and they just carry the iPad around with them, so they've got it with them, instant access again, as opposed to going to the filing cabinet, finding a piece of paper, having to print it, find a pen, find the right colour pen, do this. It cuts all that time wastage down. I know it's only a few seconds, a few minutes here and there, but over a whole week or a month and the year, it builds and grows. So yeah, you can save massively there.